Hey everyone, Dr. Rowe coming to you from SpineCare in St. Joseph, Michigan. So if you're dealing with a lot of pain over the ball of the foot, definitely check this video out because we're going to go over easy exercises that can offer instant relief, even in as little as 30 seconds. Each one of these exercises works differently. To get the best results, go through them all and use what gives you the most relief. With that being said, let's get started. Here's a really easy exercise that we can do seated. Whatever side that you have foot pain, just rest that foot over your other side's knee and just have everything nice and relaxed. Take the hand on the side of pain, grip around your toes, and the movement is slowly pulling your toes and foot backward towards your shin until you feel a deep stretch form from your toes working towards the ball of the foot over the arch towards your heel. Really build into this one and then hold it comfortably for 15 to 20 seconds. Release it, take a breather, and then repeat this 3 to 5 times. And with each repetition, build into it just a little bit more. So to take this one to the next level, you can do a couple different things to see if you can get more relief. The first thing is, instead of just gripping all toes, grip just your big toe right here and pull it backward. You're going to notice it stretches the ball of the foot a little bit differently. I really feel it over the arch right here a little bit more. And the other thing that you can do, and I really like this one, is add in a soft tissue massage or a release. So you can grip all toes or just the big toe like this, but just try to build into a really deep stretch, and then you're going to take the hand on the other side, use your knuckles right here to slowly start to massage over the soft tissue of your foot. Start right below your toes, then work over the ball of the foot, and then go over the bottom of the foot, especially over the arch, and then finally towards your heel. The odds are you're going to find that one certain spot is just a pinpoint spot of tightness, achiness, or maybe even pain. At that point, keep doing this over and over again over that spot until everything finally loosens up. Just focus on any spot that needs a little bit more attention. So a common cause of pain over the ball of the foot comes from a misalignment of bones in our feet called metatarsals, these long bones right through here. Here are 2 easy ways to self-mobilize, reset, adjust, whatever you want to call it, these metatarsals for quick pain relief. So let's take the foot that has pain and rest it right over our other side's leg. Just have everything nice and relaxed. The first way to be able to do this is to take your fingers, interlock them, and just place them right over the top of your foot. You're going to take your thumbs and you're going to place them right over the meaty portion below your big toe. The movement is supporting your foot while pressing into it with your thumb, so it causes the foot to kind of bow or arch like this. But apply enough pressure in that area where it feels like it's a decent amount of pressure but not causing any discomfort. Hold this for a couple seconds, release it, move down a little bit, and then repeat. Pretty much the whole length of your foot over the arch, working towards your heel. So when you have a metatarsal that slips downward like this, we call it a dropped metatarsal, that will lead to pain over the ball of the foot. So when you press into it and lift it up, you might get a sudden pop, crack, or release. So if that's the case, completely normal. The odds are it's going to give a lot of relief. So once I've done the whole length of the big toe, I'm going to move over to the next toe and then repeat this over and over again over all toes towards the pinky right here. The odds are when you do this, you're going to find that one certain spot, like right here in the middle for me, it's just the pinpoint spot of pain, tightness, or achiness. At that point, I just like to keep building into that spot, keep pressing into it, really get some good foot movement with it like this, really get that arch in there until it finally feels like it loosens up. So to take this to the next level, what we can do is now focus on the top of our foot and reset those metatarsals. So take the hand on the side of pain and cup around the outside of your foot over the pinky toe and just get a really good grip with it. This time around, we're going to take the meaty portion right here below our thumb and press right into those bones. So again, we're going to start right below our big toe and we're going to press into that area, hold it for a couple seconds, release it, and then move down, doing this the whole length towards your ankle. And then we're just going to move over towards the next toe right here and just repeat this going all the way towards the pinky toe. Again, you might get a sudden click, pop, or release, but if you find any spot needs a little bit more attention, at that point, keep throwing repetitions in until everything is nice and loose. For this exercise, we're going to need something soft and round. A tennis ball works perfectly. So let's start seated, and what I'm going to do is place the ball right underneath the foot that I'm having pain. I always like to target the toes first, so I spread my toes out as much as I can, and then I'm going to curl them downward into the ball. Press into the ball with your toes, and then you're just going to rock forward and backward and then side to side. Do this over and over again until everything feels like it's nice and loose beneath your toes. From there, you're going to work downward over the ball of your foot, targeting also the outside and inside of the foot, working over the arch, the bottom of the foot, outside of the foot, and then finally towards your heel on all sides. When you do this, you're probably going to find that one certain spot is the pinpoint spot of tightness, achiness, or pain. For me, it's like right in the middle of the ball of my foot. At that point, I just keep repeating this over and over again, and I like to just keep pressing my foot into it as much as I can until I massage all of that tightness out. So if you would like to take this one to the next level and turn it into a strengthening exercise for long-lasting relief, give this a try. So we're going to place the tennis ball right in between our big toes and press your feet into the ball to the point where you're clamping it. You're then going to press your heels into the floor and then lift the balls of your feet upward towards the ceiling, lifting the ball up as much as you can. You're going to feel a deep activation of a ton of muscles over the shins, calf muscles, into the ankle, over the bottom of your foot, all the way towards the ball of the foot that you're having pain. Really focus on that area and then hold this comfortably for 5 seconds, release it, take a breather, and then repeat this 5 to 10 times. With each repetition, try to lift that ball up just a little bit more. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it feels like you have a little bit more energy, always challenge yourself by throwing in another set or 2. But if you would like to take this one to even the next level, as you lift up, slowly swing your toes towards one side. Hold that for a second or 2 and then swing towards the other side, kind of like a windshield wiper. What you're going to notice, it stretches the balls of your feet a little bit differently. And if you do find that one certain movement, like going towards the left right here, it just stretches into that area that I needed a little bit more, at that point, I just keep throwing repetitions in until everything is nice and loose. This is called the big toe stretch, and it can give foot pain relief in as little as 30 seconds. For this one, we're going to need the edge of a door frame or a wall. So you're going to take the foot that you're having pain, take the big toe and place it right at the edge of your wall or your door frame, and the rest of your toes are going to be off to the side. So it's really important that only our big toe is on the door frame. We're now going to slide our heel downward until it's firmly pressing into the ground. At this point, you should feel a deep stretch pretty much across the whole bottom of your foot, but this is how we're really going to take it to the next level. Let's hold this and now bend our knee and press it towards the door frame, but do this slowly because you are going to feel a deep activation of your calf muscles that works downward into the ankle, intensifying that stretch over the bottom of the foot towards the ball of the foot. Once you feel it in the ball of the foot, you're now going to hold this for 5 seconds, release it, and now repeat this 10 to 15 times. And with each repetition, build into it just a little bit more. Afterwards, see how you feel. If there's still some tightness or pain left, at that point, keep repeating this over and over again until everything is nice and loose. Here's a really good strengthening exercise that you can do daily for long-lasting pain relief. For this one, we're going to need a medium-sized towel or a pillowcase, and you're just going to lay it flat at the edge of your bed. So whatever side that you're having pain, you're going to place your foot so your heel is off the towel, but the rest of the foot is over it. So the first thing that we're going to do is press our heel downward into the bed and then spread our toes out as much as we can. We're then going to curl them downward into the towel till we get a really good grip on it, and then we're going to lift the ball of our foot upward like this, lifting that towel at the same time until we feel a deep activation of the soft tissue pretty much from the toes into the arch right here towards the heel, even into the calf muscles. Hold this comfortably for 5 seconds. You're going to release it, and then you're going to repeat this 5 to 10 times. And with each repetition, try to lift that towel up a little bit more. Afterwards, see how you feel. If it feels like you have a little bit more energy, always challenge yourself by throwing in another set or 2. But if you would like to take this one to the next level and make it more challenging, what you can do is, instead of keeping your foot straight, turn it inward like this as much as you can, and then grip into the towel and lift it up. You're going to notice it challenged those muscles throughout the foot and the leg right here a little bit differently. So give that a try towards the left and also towards the right. If any of those positions feel like they're a little bit more tight, achy, or weak, at that point, treat it like your weak link. Throw some more repetitions in until everything is nice and loose, or it feels like you got a really good workout. And even if the other foot doesn't have any pain, I do recommend doing this on both feet to keep everything in balance. If the exercises help, please support the channel by giving this video a like and maybe subscribing too. If you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thanks for watching.